Well, hello and welcome to Thank God It's Sunday. And truly, it has been a delightful Sabbath day. I call my Sabbath, and I don't mean to personalize it or take away from the fact that Sabbath means seventh and that God took did it mean seventh? Yeah, I believe so. Let me look it up because I don't want to give misinformation. I always assumed that it did, I believe. And what I know is that God took a break on the seventh day of the week, right? He took a rest from his work. Um, and as we can definitely, I think, probably agree, um, did he really need to rest? I don't think so. I think it just was the fact that maybe he was trying to establish something for us. I mean, he had this whole plan for us, before we, what we call the beginning. Because we know that Jesus was the lamb that was slain before the foundation of the world. If we can wrap our minds around that. But it basically gives the indication that where there is no time and God is not bound by time, these things were already put into place, right? And I'll go ahead and read what I Googled. Yes, Sabbath is a day of the week that is observed on the seventh day or Saturday. The word Sabbath comes from the Hebrew word Shabbat, which means to rest. Okay, so Sabbath actually means to rest, but it's observed traditionally and by the original people of God, the Israelites or the Jewish people, um, on the Saturday, the seventh day. In Abrahamic religions, the Sabbath is a day of worship and rest that commemorates the day God rested after creating the world. The Sabbath is observed differently in Judaism and Christianity, but it also influences similar occasions in other faiths. So interesting. I did not know that. I would say that I know it as being a Jewish observation observed day, and I also know it as being a Christian observed day because I, we because of the worship element, the day of rest, um, we just have combined it with Jesus's resurrection and the fact that he was raised on the third day after he was crucified, and being that that was Sunday or the first day of the week, it began a new tradition in Christianity to observe that worshipful day of rest on Sunday. So that's not exactly why I choose to observe Sabbath on, traditionally, like I said, I believe most Christians who would say, yeah, I still believe that God wants us to have a Sabbath day of our week. Um, and I choose to do it on Sunday. I'd be in agreement with that as well. I just it just worked well, and it was something that someone else was practicing who had written a book, and I thought I'm going to try it. It's sundown on Saturday to sundown on Sunday. So it's been a beautiful Sabbath. I did get a chance to congregate together with my some of my fellow believers who are a part of my congregation, my local congregation, and it was also an exciting day because we were getting a new building. We're in the process of just getting it to where it needs to be, but we did like this grand tour today, and it was so exciting. I've never been that excited about a building, but it was a pretty amazing structure of all the different compartments and possibilities. And it definitely demonstrated to me that, when God when God closes one door, as they say, he's opening a door to something else,